Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to another video. The last Batman action figure we did was Turbojet Batman, and I mentioned that I would be doing a villain next. And so today we have the Two-Face with firing roulette wheel gun. So here's the figure in the package. Never been opened before, from Kenner. It's a little close-up of him. Looks great. I love Batman the Animated Series growing up, and so excited to be able to finally open this one. There's a picture of him from the show, and then there's the figure. We've got the gun here. The gun will shoot out, and he's got a little necklace around his neck, so let's see what that's all about. So there's more of the mutated side, and the regular one. And back of the package tells us a little bit about it. So we get to load the gun. We spin the dial for a chance to fire or to not fire. So it looks like if it lands on fire, it'll shoot, and if it lands on safe, it won't. And when it lands on fire, push up on lever to fire double-headed missile. So let's see how far this one fires. The Turbojet Batman went all the way across the room. Hopefully this one does the same. And so here they've got some other figures listed. Combat Belt Batman. We talked about this one a little bit last time. Turbojet, we've opened this one up. Robin with a hang glider, which can drop missiles. We will be opening this one up. Two-Face, the one for this video, and then we got the Penguin and the Riddler. So let's go ahead and get started on this, and this is, let's see, Kenner 1992. So this has been in the packaging for a long time. I got this one, I believe, 3 years ago as a Christmas gift. So really excited to get it out of the package finally. Gonna do the same thing we do with the Dragon Ball Z ones. This one's also pretty low here, the Plastigos, so we're gonna try not to damage that too much. And then we got Gotham City here in the back. Kind of the red sky like we always see in the show. And then just right here real quick, the Batman from the ending credits when the music plays. So let's see how gentle we can be with this one. Not very easy so far, maybe. Okay, here we go. So this side's going to be a little bit better for keeping the packaging in good condition. And we're just going to lift up and just drop the toy right out. So we'll set the package off to the side. And then we've got Two-Face in here. He's got the, oh, there goes the gun. So let's go ahead and look at that then. So here's the gun, and this is what it talked about, the safe or the fire. And I guess this is the little lever that we'll push to get it to fire. So there's that. And then we have the, so it's taped down over here. Let's go ahead and get that tape up. Here's the rocket that we'll be firing from this. So we'll go ahead and load that. Let's see, so then we'll spin this around, and whatever it lands on, we'll then shoot it out. So once on the figure, it's going to shoot out a lot more, but just an example of that. We'll go ahead and set that down. And then let's go and get the figure out. Alright. So he's got this chain around his neck. I don't know if he had this in the show or not, but it's a cool little feature. There's nothing written on it. So on the packaging, if we can see, it says evil on there, so I don't know if it was supposed to be or one side is evil, one side is good, kind of how the character himself is, but they don't have anything on there, which isn't really a surprise considering how small that is. And then we can take that off or leave it on him. I kind of like it on there. We'll leave it on there. That's how the figure came. So we can see his suit, half of it is black and half of it is this really light blue, and you can see the details there of his face. Really well done, especially this side. Really captures the character well. We got his tie, one blue hand, one regular, and then from the back too. Can't believe how good this looks. He put his arms up. He bent his legs a little bit. I'm not going to mess with him too much. Figure's been in there for a long time, and the packaging gets a little stiff, but let's go ahead and get this gun on him and see how this works. So it's going to go in his right hand because it's a little bit, it's kind of a groove, a little bit of an opening there. So let me go ahead and fit that in his hand. There we go. So then there's the figure holding up the gun, and let's go ahead and set him down, and we'll bring the camera down and get a good look at him. This packaging out of the way. And then there he is. See all the details. Kind of turn them like that, and maybe just move the camera around a bit. And these figures you can still find pretty cheap on eBay and on Amazon as well. For the most part, they're probably $15 to $35. Some of the ones that might be a little bit more rare will be a little bit more expensive. The Combat Belt Batman's the only one that I've seen that's going over 100 to 150, 200 on some sites. So might stay away from that one for a little bit, but I'll try to get all the other ones in this collection. I'll go ahead and turn this over, and then we'll push the trigger and see how far this will shoot out. So not nearly as far as a Turbojet Batman, but it did go across the countertop, so I'd say probably about 1.5 feet. Not bad. Go ahead and get this up, take one more look at the figure. There we go. You can see from this angle where it's got the safe and the fire. So it says to spin it. It doesn't spin too much, so you can see here it'll kind of stop on each end. But no issue at all. I mean, if it were a figure like this is more for display and nostalgia than to actually be using it. So no big deal at all. That's not a complaint. I give this figure a 10 out of 10. This is unbelievable. I love this villain. Can't believe I'm actually finally holding this in my hands. Always wanted one growing up. Just didn't have one for whatever reason, so really exciting to do it now. Same excitement now as I would have had when I was 6, 7 years old. Never changed. And the warts on his face, I like that. Almost like a corally pink color. There we go. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. For the next one, I'm thinking we may either do Robin or another villain. Got a couple more villains, and I think a couple more Batmans too, so maybe we'll keep the villain thing going. I think Scarecrow's one. We have a Killer Croc coming up too. The Scarecrow has a really neat feature, so we may just end up doing that one next. But thank you so much for tuning in. If there are any specific figures you'd like to see, whether it's from Batman the Animated Series, Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man the Animated Series, Shaman King, whatever it may be, please feel free to leave a comment. I will look to get the figure and open it up, review it, unbox it, whatever you want to call it for you guys. So I hope you really enjoy this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.